It's a great selling point, right? Like, I don't like the sound of my own voice. Come listen to this Audible original with my voice. Maybe it isn't so bad for other people. Hi, I'm Zoe Kazan. I'm one of the performers in the new Audible original Marigold, and this is my Audible Questionnaire. My favorite sound. I feel like in the actor's studio, they're always like my children's laughter, but genuinely my child's laughter is definitely my favorite sound. My least favorite sound is definitely super cliche as well. It is the nails on a chalkboard sound, and like really anything scraping like that. Do I do my best work in silence or alone? Silence is hard on me. Usually I listen to music, or back when people were allowed to do such things, I would go work in coffee shops for long periods of time, like other people's chatter. One book that I love and just would listen to over and over again, I think that would have to be Steve Martin's book, Born Standing Up, which is his memoir. I listened to it on a road trip a few years back, and he plays his banjo on it, and it's just so beautiful, and it's so great to hear his voice telling those stories. I never would have had that experience, I think, if I read it on the page. I think it's a real argument for an audiobook. I would recommend it to anyone. I have too many books that were important to me to like possibly name one. Stephen King's book on writing. Actually, reading Stephen King, period, like changed my life. I started reading him in my mid-20s, and it was just such an important time for me to come to genre. I had sort of like never read genre fiction seriously before, and it reinvigorated my love of reading. I most like when I'm really transported by something, when the character or the plot just takes me completely out of myself and puts me in a completely different place. When I can kind of lose the sound of my own voice in my head. I kind of live for that. I think I really dislike cynicism, and I don't like clever cynicism particularly. I don't mind like depression, but I really dislike cynicism. If I had to pick one, plot, character, or setting, I'd have to go with character. It's kind of obvious. I think it all stems from character. Do I like the sound of my own voice? No, I don't. I genuinely don't know who does. I feel like that's like a thing, right? Like people don't like to listen to themselves on, like back in the day, their answering machine. Maybe I'm wrong. I feel like most people don't like the sound of their own voice. Who do I write or create for? Honestly, I feel like the stupidest answer is the true one, which is probably myself. I most of the time I'm writing because there's something that I have inside of me that I have to get out, and there's no other way to get it out but then to put it in this one particular vessel. Whose praise is most important? Well, the embarrassing truth is probably my parents. I feel like I never quite outgrew that, although I'm working on it. My partner is a very discerning person, and so his respect and his commendation means a lot to me. How do I define success for myself? I think for most actors and writers, success has to be just like getting to do what you love for a living, getting paid for it. My greatest achievement is definitely my kid. Yeah, she's the best thing that ever happened to me, and I can't think of a greater achievement than raising a child. My perfect day, I'd get to sleep in. I would have something delicious for breakfast that my sister made me. She's a very good baker. And then go for like a long walk with my family in the woods or by the beach, like somewhere outdoors. Read a novel by myself for a long time in a sunny place. Everybody be together. I'm not in charge of anything. I don't have to do dishes. And then I get to watch a movie, like projected, big, something I love, and then go to sleep not too late. A lot of sleep, basically. I'm still a young parent. That's what I want.